for joining us. This is Pastor Kofi, aka the Shadow Damn One, Pastor of Service of Christ, where we are always changing lives, one mind at a time, by being the voice of the voiceless and speaking the unspoken. Hashtag find Kofi, that's FINDKOFI, hashtag find Kofi. Hashtag voice of the voiceless, hashtag voice for the voiceless.
The people are going to get what they need. If we have the programs, we have people are saying, man, I'm waiting for you to practice it. Watch this, I'm looking to practice it. What do you have set up? That's why we're doing what we're doing for the land. So at some point, bare minimum, in October, even if you can't live there in October, bare minimum, if you say, hey, like, can I see something that I own? Can I see something that I can go to? Even if I go there and I just want to camp out or something, even if I'm going to stay in a hotel, but I just want to go somewhere and be able to show people and say, man, this is what I helped to be able to create. You got the result. Why? Because we practiced. We practiced long enough that it came into position, that it came into fruition. It's not a thing of, is there any land that exists? Right? It's not a thing of, is there any land that exists? You can get the land that's there. The question is the practice there? There's some things that the white man can stop you from because he don't like you. There's some things that he can't stop you from. At some point, the practice supersedes even the enemy. That's something else somebody might need to hear, right? Your practice is going to be more important than anything the enemy can throw at you. I'm not saying that he ain't going to throw stuff at you. I'm not saying that you might have made some mistakes that it's hard to be able to get back from. At the end of the day, though, it's about your practice, the mental practice, even. Watch this, your practice, you think the struggle is something that's just something that's tearing you up. There's somebody out there that looks at your struggle and says, man, I appreciate the fact that they're still here. You hear what I'm saying? Man, I've been there, swear up and down I wasn't going to make it. I wasn't going to survive. Right? Look, my mom passed away. Didn't know anything about the stuff I know now, right? So we could have kept her around. But my mom passed away, multiple sclerosis. And you know what? The fact that she practiced what she preached, even to the point where I've told y'all that story plenty of times, where she spoke to me on her deathbed. Couldn't even speak without a tube down her throat, but was struggling and hurting herself to make sure that she could try. She couldn't even whisper, but she was making sure she mouthed out everything as much as she could to make sure that I understood that practice. That's a mindset. That, son, my last breath with you is going to be nothing more than me making sure that you understand that I love you and that you're still amazing and that you're still great. And then probably did the same thing with my father. Had time with my father after she talked to me, right? So, like, the practice, I see the result of till the end, the last breath. Like, think about that, till your last breath. When you realize that you end this to the last breath, guess what? A lot of fear is going to go away because you're going to be practicing, understanding that if the result is my last breath might be into making sure that the next generation is fine, then so be it. Take my last breath. It's a change. I'm not saying I'm going to give up my last breath, right? Somebody come looking for my last breath, they're going to have to be ready to, you're going to have to take it, right? And you might have to be a coward and take it from far away, but you don't have to take it. You ain't just going, I'm not just going to give it up. But real talk, at the end of the day, like, you get dedicated to something to where last breath, I'm dedicated to it. Past my last breath. Like, not just to my last breath, I'm dedicated past my last breath. Looks like somebody said they wanted to call in. I'm not sure if they did or didn't, but you're more than welcome to. We're getting ready to take our leave, so we appreciate you all for being on. I really don't have much more to add on to this. We're thankful and grateful for you all being on with us. But, you know, your last breath, up to your last breath, right? Like, not up till, past your last breath. They tell us like this, like when you're getting ready to punch, right? When you in your fighting stance and you punch, right? You're not really punching to the person, right? Or if you're trying to break the wood even, right? If I'm trying to break the wood, I'm not really getting ready to punch just to the person. I'm not really getting to just punch just to the person. I have to get ready to punch past the person. I'm trying to punch through the person. I want my power to not just end up where all I do is I get everything up to a certain point and all it does is just do superficial damage. I need to knock you out. I need to knock you down. I need to go through you, right? Live with a purpose. Live with a vision that says that it goes past me, right? Malcolm X is gone. His words speak past his physical life. Martin Luther King Jr. is gone. His words speak past his physical life. What are you doing? What is your practice that says that it will go past your physical life? Right? You might not even like some of the examples that we would bring up, but you know what? There's a reason why we're still fighting against the Idi Amin mentality right now. Because he's
So as always, we appreciate the king and queen of each and every one of you. Even if you're not living beside that kingdom or queendom yet, we appreciate the potential king and queen of each and every one of you. I'm Pastor Kofi, aka the Shadow Ben, one pastor servant to Christ, where we're always changing lives one mind at a time, being a voice of the voiceless and speaking unspoken. Until I have the great privilege and opportunity of being in front of you all again, we want you to remember as always that you are loved, you are necessary, you are majestic, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you, which is all of us working together, will be the reason why this world changes for the better, or bare minimum, will be the reason why people who are in this system